Hello, I'm here with Kaito, and we are co-coordinating the Total Body Screening Evaluation course as taught by Kerry D'Ambrosio. Hi, Kaito.
Hi, Milia. Thank you for your time.
So this is, you're welcome. It's wonderful to have this Japanese-Australian American collaboration, and that's the beauty of technology. So this Total Body Screening Evaluation course is now taught live over Zoom. Can you explain a little bit to me about the course?
So the TBSE course is we're going to do what we call evaluation before and after the session. And I think this is very important because energy work is very subtle, and it's really hard to tell what has changed due to the session. So what we do is we do this, it's divided into 3 sections. And then first section is partial evaluation and see if there's any asymmetry. And then section 2 will be fascial glides or any kind of tension using the limbs, lower limbs, lower legs, arms, neck, and head. And then section 3 will mainly be about the breathings and if there is any blockage in the tension of the fascia. Yeah, and that's what we will mainly do. And then due to this corona pandemic, well, COVID-19, he will also teach us how to do it online so that, you know, even though it's in a distance, we're gonna guide the clients how to move or what to do. So we could guide and see their internal changes or any kind of motion changes that has occurred during, due to the sessions. Yeah.
I can see how that would be really valuable. I do a lot of distance sessions myself, and sometimes that evaluation part is what is lacking in the distance session, getting the client to self-evaluate and to help guide them through that.
Yes. Yes.
How many times have you taken this course and taught this course, Kaito?
To be honest, I've only taken once because in Japan there is a lot of things going on that, and I was the first one that brought Kerry to Japan to do TBSE class. So, yeah, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But just I've taken one class, but I think this is very important for people that has especially, not familiar with, touching the body or guiding telling people how to move their body to see their changes or guide to see changes because we evaluate because it's gonna give credit to body talk and also as the practitioner as well, and I think that's how you build practice. That's what Kerry says, if you can't build trust if you don't show any kind of changes. So that's pretty much what he really focuses on, like very easy evaluation that even people that are how do you say it, I forgot the word, that are not
lay people.
Lay people, yes, exactly. Lay people could do. So it's very available for everyone.
So because in Body Talk we have people that are GPs and osteopaths and all kinds of spectrum of people, all the way down to people that have never ever done any kind of working with people before. So what kind of practitioner do you recommend this class for?
I mainly recommend for well, to be honest, I recommend to everyone. This is because I used to be an athletic trainer, which is a sports medicine sports trainer. And we had to remember like 200 to 300 tests and how to do range of motion and to be able to evaluate. But then what gets in mind is you start to put your intention, like you start to think, this is the problem, so I should do this to see what the problem is. That's not how it's how we do for energy work. You use your intuition and then ask what is causing the blockage, and then you use your intuition and just see what if there's any blockages. So for people that has taken too much classes or taught too much or learned too much, it's gonna be a good opportunity to kind of let go of the ego. And also for people that are late and then have no experience whatsoever, could learn something that is really useful for energy work. So for me, I benefit a lot, and for my partner or my wife took it at the same time. She's a lay person, but she benefited a lot from it. So we use the evaluation pretty much every time for people that are not familiar with energy work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's fabulous. And how have clients responded to the use, like when you're using the TBSE in sessions?
It's quite obvious that like when you use this limb weight test, you lift your legs or arm depending on where you ask and what is the priority, and then you do that before, and then after you tap out and then see the differences, it's quite obvious, and then they could really tell the difference. So yeah, it's quite obvious that whatever the evaluation you do, you could pretty much show the differences. And if it's hard to do hands-on first, you could guide doing the Zoom, how do you say it, like the distance way of doing it on person, like, first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like just guide them to move their arms, shoulder, neck, and then see if there was any difference with that. So, you might have to practice with the evaluation a couple times to be comfortable with it. But before that, if you're not, you could still do that guiding way. So you could still start from there as well.
Thanks, Kaito. So this class that we've got scheduled is specifically suited for Japan and Australia, Singapore, New Zealand with our time zones. Yes. How many more people do we need to register for this class to go ahead? We were almost there. We just need a couple.
That's a very good question. Well, you set up the number, and then I think that's pretty much the number we could tell Carrie that would convince him to.
So we just need
so
3 more people.
That's a very good question.
Yeah. So for Carrie to run this course, we do need a certain amount of numbers, and we're almost there. So we're putting the word out for people that are in our Asian, Australian, Pacific, Indian Ocean region to come and join us as we all learn this amazing technique. I've had the pleasure of learning fascial balancing with Carrie before. And some of I do use some of the evaluation tools in practice, and I'd say that Kerry's one of my favorite teachers. I really enjoy his engaging learning style.
I'm glad to hear that. Yeah.
So thank you very much, Kaito. I hope people within Australia will join us and other areas as well. Thank you very much.
Can I say last one thing? So the class will be simultaneous interpretation. So you could choose the language whichever you want. So if you don't want to hear Japanese, no problem. You just click on English and then you just hear Carrie's voice. So, there's no problem with that. So people who are considering if it's gonna take too much time because of the Japanese getting in the way, that's not gonna be the issue. So you could learn through genuine English, not getting Japanese in the way. Just to let you know.
That is really valuable to know. And I think that might change some people's decision making as well. Because there's, the time lag, if there's translation after the English. So very important to know, and wonderful to connect across the globe.
Oh yeah, it is, and it's something that's gonna keep going, I think. So it's really an honor to know you, Melia. It's a great help, and it's something that should be fun to get together with other countries, and yeah, not many people could speak English in Japan, but still, yeah.
Oh, we're glad to connect with you, Kaito. We'll say bye for now and head off. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.